Hey guys, it's Kim. It is Friday, December the 18th. It's hard to believe we are already in the month of December, and this is an update for us related to COVID-19. Some of the topics I'm going to include are mask exchange on Mondays, how to tell the difference between COVID, flu, and allergies, hand washing, encouraging elders to wear a mask, and cleaning med carts and shared equipment. I want to start off first by just talking about the week that we've had here at Nazareth Home. I want to make everyone aware that we have identified a cluster in the area of Maria Hall. In Maria Hall alone this week, we have had 6 elders that have tested positive for COVID. 2 of those elders are currently at the hospital. We had 1 elder on Spalding Square who tested positive. And we have had 6 staff members test positive, and I think it's 5 of those staff members are from one area. That's huge for us here. So that tells us we can do better. We're doing good, and I appreciate everything that we're doing, but we can do better. We have to take care of ourselves, and we've got to take care of our elders. So with that, we're going to look at some opportunities to make some changes and to talk about some things that we can improve upon. First and foremost, we're going to look at doing what's called a mask exchange Mondays. Every Monday when you come to get your COVID test, there will be surgical masks available for you to take if you need to. If you are someone who is not required to come for COVID testing, please feel free to stop by at the reception area, and you can always get a mask there. Actually, anybody can get a mask there 7 days a week. Feel free to exchange it at any time. Please keep in mind that all staff are required to wear surgical masks. Only surgical masks are 3 times as surgical masks are 3 times as effective as homemade masks. Staff should have their shield on at all times, all staff. Myself, if you work in dietary, if you're in environmental services, you should always have your shield on. We will be doing rounding to ensure that surgical masks and shields are in place and worn correctly. If you ever do not have the equipment that you are required to have, it is your responsibility to find it. Reach out to your managers. Talk to the charge nurse. Call me. There is always a resource readily available to you. If you have something that you cannot find, we will find it and get it for you. How to tell the difference between COVID, flu, and allergies. This has come up a lot in discussions that we've had this week. This is an article, part of an article that came from Emory University. And in it, I thought they did a really great job of kind of telling the differences. Is it my allergies? Is it a cold? Is it the flu? Is it COVID-19? We're going to make this chart available at the front desk area where we sign in. You can use this as a reference to help guide you. If you believe that you have symptoms that could be COVID-19 or the flu, please, or the allergies, reach out to me. We can talk through it. Call your doctor. Do a telehealth visit. There's always a resource for you that can walk you through. Hand washing. Hand washing is huge. How do we prevent any spread of any sort of infection? Hand washing. We have been doing hand washing competencies are ongoing to help ensure that we are doing good hand hygiene practices. I want to thank everyone in every department that has helped to make that successful this week. Please remember when washing your hands to lather with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Always use a new paper towel to turn the faucet off so that you do not recontaminate your hands. That was one of the most common things that we saw when we were doing these observations. The image that Laura has here on the slide shows the most missed areas when washing your hands. So make sure you are getting your nail beds in between your fingers and your thumbs. Direct care staff, please ensure that you are reminding residents to perform hand hygiene or assisting them with hand hygiene prior to meals, after toileting, and as needed. Encouraging the elders to wear masks. We've talked about this before. I'm going to talk about it again. Whenever a resident leaves their room, please remind them that they will need to have a mask on. When you enter a resident's room, make sure you are encouraging them to put on a mask for their safety, especially if you are providing direct care to them, and as well for your safety. This is an extra layer of protection for both you and the resident. These are some other things that we identified, just cleaning of high touch surface areas. Medication cart cleaning needs to happen frequently throughout your shift. Please make sure that you have the purple Sani wipes on your cart and wipe down the top surface of the cart as well as all of the drawers and drawer pulls and any other high touch surface areas. Always remember that there is a 2-minute drying time that you must wait for. Cleaning the electronics. Every day when I come in, I always wipe down the little card table that sits in front of my desk, the doorknobs, my phone, my computer screen. I wipe it down because I have a lot of people coming in and out of my office. I'm always wiping my office down. This is what we should be doing, wiping down our laptops. Use the PDI Easy Screen wipes. Make sure that you're doing that frequently. If you're in your offices, please make sure that you're wiping down your workstations. Cleaning of shared equipment. Any item that is used for more than one person. This can be a blood pressure cuff, it can be the thermometers, stethoscopes, the lifts that we have. All of these need to be wiped down after use and between residents. You can use alcohol swabs or a PDI Sani hands. Cleaning shared equipment, any shared item that comes into contact with blood, such as the AccuCheck machine or glucometers, the PT-INR machine, an insulin pen, please make sure that you're wiping them with the purple Sani wipes. Any item that goes in someone's mouth, any type of inhaler, please make sure that that is wiped down with an alcohol swab or a Sani hand. Please make sure that the lid is on it and closed before placing it back in the cart. Again, anytime the Sani wipes are used, that you must have the 2-minute dry time. That is key. No eating or drinking at the medication carts. That's huge. I can't say enough about that. And while we're talking about no eating or drinking at the medication carts, I want to remind staff something that we identified again is wanting to eat with our neighbors at a small table. When we go to eat with one another, we're taking our mask off. If I am asymptomatic and I have COVID or I have the flu or a common cold, I'm going to pass this on to you potentially. That is something that we identified as one of the concerns that could have happened. So we have removed or lifted up some of the tables on Spalding. Staff are more than welcome to go down to the Cheers dining area and sit and eat one at a table. Make sure you're wiping up after yourselves. If you're on Maria Hall, you can set one at the table, one at the counter. One person can be sitting in the med room, because it is important that you have camaraderie and that you get to share time with your peers on your breaks. But please be mindful and please do this safely. This isn't only for nursing staff, this is for all staff. Staff should not be congregating at the end of their shift, sitting in the cafe area. You should be at separate tables. Do not take your mask off if you're waiting for your ride. You need to keep that on. It is a part of your uniform that should be worn at all times. And most importantly, I do want to thank everybody. Everything that we are doing is making a difference. This was a rough week. We're going to get through this week. We're going to pull together like we always do, and we're going to take care of one another, and we're going to continue to do an excellent job of caring for the elders. Thank you for everything. Wash your hands, wear your mask, wear your face shield, and socially distance, and take care.